This ceremony marks the end of our student careers at First Light High School and our entrance into the limitless real world. As we emerge from the confines of high school, we must always remember the friends we made, the relationships we built, and the experiences we had during the past 13 years of our lives. Our class has left a lasting impression that will not soon be forgotten. We have shown our athleticism, which includes having members of a women's soccer state championship team, and a two-time wrestling state champion, Ken Lindsay. We have also demonstrated our intelligence by receiving admission into some of the most prestigious colleges in the nation. Our time here at First Light High School, although not always enjoyable, has been meaningful. We have matured as individuals and developed a laid-back attitude for which we will be remembered for years to come. Graduation, however, is not only a time for reminiscing on the past, but also a time to look toward the future and what lies ahead. While graduation in one aspect is the conclusion to the main stage of our young lives, it is also the opening of a door filled with new opportunities. In a few moments, we will be receiving the diplomas which represent our hard work and dedication over the past 13 years of schooling. Not only does this diploma exemplify our devotion, it also symbolizes our tickets to the future. The possibilities are endless, and I'm eager to see what we will all become. Remember these words from Ralph Waldo Emerson: "Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path, and leave a trail." Congratulations, class of 2010.
2010 Teacher of the Year, Ms. Dawn Edwards.
You certainly did do your homework. I appreciate that. Dr. Burgess, school board members, administrative team, whether it's central office at the two high schools, county commissioners who are here, welcome. Parents, friends, relatives, graduates. Yes, the graduates. This is all about you. I saw I was to give the commencement speech, the Teacher of the Year. That's our biggest duty, And I got to thinking about the word commencement. And I did. I looked it up, dictionary.com. I'm sure many of you have used that on occasion. I looked up the word commencement, the noun. And really, it's a ceremony marking the beginning of a stage or the start of an event or action. It's not an ending, it's a beginning. I then, of course, got off on a tangent, like you do when you get on the internet, decided to look up commence, the verb. Commence means, of course, to start or begin. I said, okay, all of this fits and it makes sense, but then a definition for commence said, come into being, come into existence. Well, that kind of creeped me out a little bit because, if you guys are just coming into existence now, what were you before? But, if all of us can think of 4 years ago, I think one of you guys mentioned coming into First Flight High School, that very first day, parents, friends, teachers, remembering this class when they came in as ninth graders. If you can picture that, and then you look at these young people here, these aren't the same people that entered our doors 4 years ago. They have slowly come into existence, come into being of what they will and should be. Well, then, of course, I started thinking commencement speeches. Everyone who gives a commencement speech wants to give the most profound, the most memorable thoughts so that you'll remember it forever. I know you will, too. So what I did was I got on the internet and I Googled top commencement speeches. Isn't that what you do? Now, I didn't copy it because I knew someone would take this speech and put it through Turnitin.com, and I didn't want to get caught. So, what I did was, I got the top commencement speeches, and I kind of looked at those people, famous, big-name people, of which many of you may very well be, and looked at some of the messages that they gave. One of those people, of course, was Bill Gates. His message, it goes right with you guys. You are coming of age in an amazing time. It is. You may not realize it being in the middle. This is an amazing time. And the other part of his message was, turn your caring into action. That's what we need from our young people. We need some action, and we need your caring. I agree wholeheartedly with his message, but since he did it, he got credit for it, it's already on the internet, I'm not going to use it. Another one on the list was Bono. Bono addressed graduates in Philadelphia, and he wanted those graduates to know that the future is not fixed, it's fluid. And I want you to believe that. Some of you who think that you are stuck in one direction and one direction only, it is never fixed. It's fluid and can be changed. Again, another worthy message, but he's already used it, so I'm not. Now here's one. Kermit the Frog. I swear you can Google it when you get a chance. Kermit the Frog was also a commencement speaker in 1996. I'm not sure which words of wisdom he gave that class, but I really do know it contained a lot of rivets. It's true. I looked into it. It was on the internet. I Googled it. Steve Jobs was, of course, on that list as one of the great commencement speeches. Now, his message, I was sorely tempted to take as my own, to look at you, the graduates of 2010, and use it as my own. But again, that Turnitin.com thing over my head, I knew I couldn't do it, so I'll give him credit. His message was stated very simply, but I can't think of any more profound advice to give you. He said, find what you love. That is my wish for you as you graduate. Because you see, for 32 years, I have been able to do what I love. I have been blessed to find the work that I love going to every day, and it makes a huge difference in your life. Another one on the list talked about passion as well was Ellen DeGeneres, although, she didn't quite say it as simply and plainly as Steve Jobs did. She said it as only Ellen DeGeneres can. Follow your passion, stay true to yourself, never follow someone else's path, unless, of course, you're in the woods and you're lost, and you see a path. Well, then, by all means, take that path. That was her message to her graduating group. All of these people gave their speeches. They were given, in return, honorary doctorates from the colleges that they spoke to. Even Kermit. Look it up, believe me. However, the manner in which I got here means so much more to me than an honorary degree. You see, as Teacher of the Year, the person is chosen by their peers, the people they work with every day, as the teacher that they want to represent them throughout the year. To me, that is the greatest honor. And may you feel something like this at some point in your lives, to have your peers choose you as the person they want to represent you at some point. That's part of my wish for you. Now, if this were the Academy Awards, the music would have been playing already. I've been warned not to go too long. Somebody's timing me, I know. They'll tell me later. I don't know how many people have already texted 3 times, when will she be done? This is it. If you could not text for just a moment, I'm going to sum it up. In summary, my parting words to you, the graduating class of 2010. Only follow someone else's path if you're lost in the forest. If you care, then act. If you do not love what you're doing, then keep looking. Your future is not set in stone. I'm hoping that'll get through Turnitin.com. Congratulations. Be safe out there always.